Hey Samir, can you explain the impact of the legal and regulatory framework on recruitment and selection activities?
Yes, I can actually. Can you?
Yeah, but I was wondering if you could help me with a few things?
Sure.
Let's start with the Equality Act. Well, I know that the act has been put in place to protect people from discrimination on the grounds of sex, sexual orientation, race, religion or belief, age, disability, being married and having children or currently pregnant. Do you know any ways in which it impacts some recruitment and selection activities?
Yes. Questions in an interview cannot ask if a woman who is pregnant will be needing to take time off of work. Furthermore, in an application form you cannot ask what the sexual orientation of the applicant is. As well as this, a person specification cannot specify what the company wants the applicant to look like, as this is discrimination.
So would an example be if a car dealership was advertising in the person's specification that they were looking for a good salesman? This would be discrimination as it is excluding women. Furthermore, a business can ask questions in an interview about why a person has a certain religion or belief.
That's great. The national minimum wage is the minimum pay per hour that almost all workers are entitled to by law. The minimum wage rate depends on a worker's age and if they are an apprentice. Can you think of any way that the national minimum wage impacts some recruitment and selection activities?
A business cannot put a job advert up saying that the pay will be $5.13 an hour, which is the current rate for people aged 18-20. This means that people aged under or over these ages would be discriminated against. As well as this, questions and interviews would be able to be used to determine what national minimum wage would apply to the candidate.
Examples of how discrimination may arise is if a personal specification includes that the business will pay minimum wage to employees from 16-20 but aged over 21 will receive over the NMW rate.
The Rehabilitation of Offenders Act 1974. Under this act, an individual who has had a conviction for an offense may be able to be rehabilitated and allowed to continue as if the conviction had not occurred. Its purpose is so the offender is not discriminated against for a minor offense they committed.
A job advert cannot advertise that it only wants applicants who do not possess a criminal record, as well as a company in the selection process, not considering anyone who has a criminal record before they even look at the application and CV. Furthermore, a job description cannot include that a company is only hiring non-offenders for a position.
An example is if a company would have to ensure if there were any sensitive areas for an employee they would have to assist. For example, if an employee was not allowed to be in contact with a person or group of people, the company would have to put the system in place.